YTPC. This is Scott, Night Train Piper here for you. I thought I'd do something a little different tonight with a video of a local lake that I like to go and walk at. I'm smoking some Robert McConnell Scottish blend in my pipe tonight and enjoying it. It's a Sunday night, getting ready to start the week. So anyway, this lake is called Green Valley Lake. It's in the town of Green Valley Lake, a community, unincorporated community. And I live about 4 miles from it and about 1,000 feet lower elevation in a town called Running Springs. So without further ado, here's my little video on the lake. I'm just gonna do a little filming here. I'm walking along the shore of a local reservoir lake, and it's 40s. It's in the 40s here. For y'all across the pond, I don't know what that is. Maybe the teens, probably the teens. So that's not too bad, huh? I'll just take a picture of the lake a little bit and show you that. All right, there's the lake. This is called Green Valley Lake. The elevation is around 7,000 feet, something like that. You can kind of see the dam over there. And this is one of those rare lakes where you can walk across the dam. There's actually a path going around the entire lake. And I'm on one of the little paths. This is a private lake. So access to the lake is purely by permission only. And unfortunately, the current ownership, they don't care if you walk around the lake, and they do charge for boats if you go out on a boat, but you can roll up and go fishing here as much as you want. The lake is open from, I want to say it's 7 till 8 every day. There's the hours. I like to come up here in the winter sometimes, in the real winter, deep winter, and the whole lake is sometimes iced over. There we have a little group of mallards, one of the more common duck species on the lake, and just in America as a whole too. Later on, we should be getting hooded mergansers here, and common goldeneye, and green-necked ducks, and a few others. All right, I'm going to show you a little swimming area here, if I can. This is a little swimming area that they have. You can see there's a couple of lifeguard stations. Now, if I zoom in, you can see a couple of the boats they have. You have kind of regular rowboats, and then there's a couple of special boats there, shaped like birds. One a mute swan and another duck. So, yeah, I come here a fair amount through the summer and even the winter, like I said. It's a pretty picturesque little spot. So, mainly I'm coming up here and birding. There's also a little school right here. So, playground equipment, and there's a school here. And then this tree, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a star on top of the tree. And there. So that whole tree lights up like a Christmas tree at night during the holiday season. You can see a couple of homes here. This one's looking a little run down, but it's pretty cool. The brick or the river rock around on the chimney and everything. And here's a more updated one with shake shingles on the sides. Nice new paint job, looks like. And then back there, there's one that's pretty much got it's got a metal roof and all wood on the sides. Nice looking place. Probably redone sometime recently. So I was just walking down the street here. Comes a car. So this area, it can get a lot of snow. Last year, we got about 12 feet. I don't live in this community. There's another house with an interesting oblong sort of roof. It's kind of different. It's definitely not symmetrical roof. But so every year they get a lot of snow here. and it's common to get up to 5 or 6 feet on any average year. So, you know, it's enough to shut down the road in. There's about a 4-mile road in here, and if it's not plowed, you don't get in, you don't come out. So you can get kind of isolated in here, but usually it's, you know, it's accessible within a couple days after a snow. Typically, we are in Southern California. Now here's somebody who has some nice Christmas lights up. It's kind of pretty. Another yellow house, and you can see, you know, the chimneys around here are all covered. You know, and there's some characteristics to different homes here that I know from just being around on the mountain here. Like this chimney right here with the arch. That's a characteristic of a builder who was building homes in the 50s, I think, 50s, 60s. So this house has been modernized a little bit. It's updated more, but that chimney with the arch on top, I've seen that around. And there's other characteristics that you see. Forgive the porta potty. This house has been worked on though recently. They've been doing a lot of work here. I love the scroll work around the window. It's really pretty. And just the general painting and shakes are nice. They obviously did a bunch of new work. Now last year, we did have some issues with some decks collapsing. Some of the decks that were particularly more old collapsed, and they've been rebuilt, much of it with insurance money, but I think there was some federal money too. These decks look like they held up just fine. Some of these decks have this one looks like it's one of them. It's a cantilevered deck, so it the beams of this deck goes right through the house, and that actually forms the support for the second story there. That's common up here. A lot of houses were built like that. The only problem with that is that the cantilevering tends to push the side of the house out a little bit, and so you get ice underneath the cantilever part, and it can form leaks on the walls. Here's an interesting house right here. This guy has been working on this house like crazy. It was in poor shape recently. He's worked on it through the summer. It's beautiful now. And here's a nice little A-frame house. That's pretty. I like that a lot. All right, just one more here. This house has got a lot of character. Hasn't been occupied in a while. But I like the little post next to the door with the little raccoon on one of the posts and a bear on the other post. Looks like the bear's head might have come off. This is a typical example of a cantilevered deck with the really wide beams. I think these are 4x12 beams of lumber, and they go right into the house and support the upper story. Looks like it needs some paint. It's really chipping off pretty good. So this right here is a part of the little stream that flows into Green Valley Lake. So all these bushes and everything, this is a riparian area, and usually it's pretty marshy here, but it'll dry up more in the summer most years. But we had an extraordinary rain and snow year this past winter, spring, so it's stayed wet all year, and we just had some more rain. So I suspect that we're going to see over a year of constant inundation here, pretty much. So yeah, so I just thought I'd show you this. Now the lake is just right up there a little bit. But yeah, this has been a good place for waterfowl and a lot of other birds throughout the summer and the migration period. All right, so here's a little last look at the lake and the duck boats. A swimming area over here. It's closed up for the winter. They'll open up again probably May, I suspect. is when they usually open. I know this is getting kind of long, but I wanted to show you this. This is a community garden. So there's a little free library there and a garden tool area, place to display plants, and then over here we have grow boxes. There's nothing here right now because the growing season is very past. So, but it's kind of cool thing they have here, local garden. Right, well I hope you enjoyed that, and I enjoyed doing it, just walking around that lake even though it was pretty cold. It's just a nice picturesque area to walk. As you can see, I'm sitting in my smoke shack here, the rebuilt smoke shack, and I've got some vapor barrier up now, and I'll probably put insulation in at some point here soon. I've got to do some painting, like on this this cinder block wall over here, just to finish it up, and then I can start putting shelves in and putting some other things in here. I've got this great little leather love seat that my friend gave to me that he didn't need anymore. So, well, with that, you know, I just hope you all have a great week and some pleasant smokes during this Thanksgiving week. I'll be working Monday through Wednesday and then taking a long 4-day weekend. So, take care all.